We're looking at examples of how to find the solutions to linear equations. Let's take a look at another example here. We've got 2 times x plus 1 minus 3 is equal to 5 times x plus 1 minus 6. So we want to find the solution to this equation. First thing I'm going to do is distribute the 2 across, so we have 2x plus 2 minus 3 is equal to, I want to do the same thing here, distribute this 5 across inside, so we have 5x plus 5 minus 6. The next order of business is collect up all your like terms. So on the left-hand side of the equal sign, we have a 2x. Here's 2 terms that are like, so 2 minus 3 is going to be minus 1 is equal to 5x, and 5 minus 6 is also negative 1. We've got to isolate this variable x. Now pay close attention here. We have a 5 as a coefficient in front of x and a 2 as a coefficient. So I want my coefficient to be positive, a positive number, and that means that we're going to have to subtract 2x from both sides. In other words, think of it as taking 2x over here to the right. But because it's technically positive out front, when we take it over to the right, it makes it negative. But technically, we're subtracting 2x from both sides. So I'll just rewrite this as negative 1. We'll deal with him later. And then we're going to have negative 2x, subtracting 2x from both sides. Let's go ahead and simplify now. So our like terms, negative 2x plus 5x, gives us 3x minus 1. We've got to get this minus 1, or this 1, over to the left-hand side. And to do that, we just add 1 to both sides. So this becomes positive 1 minus 1 is equal to 3x. We're just adding 1 to both sides. I think of it as just taking it to the other side. So now we're left with 0 is equal to 3x. What we do now is we go ahead and we multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 3, which happens to be 1/3. So we multiply 1/3 to both sides. And of course a number times 0 is just 0. So we end up with 0 is equal to x. Therefore, 0 is our solution, but we should always check that. Okay, we should always check to see if 0 is our solution. So we would plug 0 back into the original up here, and the left-hand side should equal to the right-hand side. Let's just do that. So in our original equation, we had 2 parentheses, so we're going to plug 0 in for x, minus 3 is equal to 5 minus 6. Squeeze that in there. So 0 plus 1 is just 1. So we end up with 2 times 1 minus 3 is equal to 5 times 1 minus 6. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. 5 minus 6 is also negative 1. So as you can see, the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, and our solution was 0. Well, that concludes this video, and I will say that a lot of these methods, like subtracting 3, or let's see, what did we do here? Well, we didn't do it. Subtracting from both sides, we're going to be skipping those steps. Okay, just to let you know. All right, well, you can find a lot of this stuff organized up here at my website at michaelgriffiths.com, and I'll see you in the next video.